Hello and welcome to Syntropy. This is your ever-present host, Chaotique, and today we will be doing a little build I ended up calling Beach Mosaic. My inspiration for this build was actually this bit that I'm working on now with the pool and the windows. That was it. That's all I started from. I wanted to get a build done last weekend because I knew I wasn't going to have a whole lot of time with work and grad school. So I sat down before I went to bed on Friday, I think it was Friday. I don't know. It was last weekend. And went ahead and put together this little build, and I'm very happy with it. It's a pretty small house, really, as far as the interior goes, because a lot of room is taken up by a feature that I end up putting smack dab in the middle, which you will see shortly. No spoilers. Yeah, so it's called Beach Mosaic, but as you can see, it is actually built in Windenburg. We don't actually have well, actually, honestly, I didn't know it was going to be this beachy when I started it. The whole kind of beachy pastel vibe didn't really take shape until really when I changed the water pink or lavender there and started working with the color scheme a little more. It's not a Windenburg house at all. My story that I've made up in my head is that the sim who lives here, the sim or sims who live here, don't have a choice but to live in Windenburg, and they're actually, beach babies and would rather be living somewhere else. So this is their house, and it reflects their laid-back, beachy vibe. So yeah, I struggled for a long time getting this shape together because, like I said, beyond a little pool feature with windows, that was the extent of my idea going into this. So there's a lot of playing around here with shapes, but I like how it ends up. So yeah, I guess while you watch this, my life is crazy right now. As you may have guessed, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I started grad school and I also work full-time retail. And these two things are I don't know. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for here. They're a bit of a stressful combination. Grad school is online. Thank God. I don't think I could do it any other way at this point. Not working retail. But it's a struggle, but I'm really enjoying it. My favorite thing in life as a whole is going to school. Since the moment I started college has been what I love. That's why it took me like 10 years to get my bachelor's degree. 4 of those years, I think 4 or 5 years, I wasn't actually going to school. I went to school from 99 to 2004, I think. And I was an English major for most of that with a philosophy minor because my philosophy professor is awesome. And we're still friends today. He is an amazing human being, and I am very thankful to call him my friend. But I was just taking all of his classes because they were amazing, and it all kind of lumped together into a philosophy minor, which is great. So I went to school from 99 to 2004, and then a friend and I moved out together, and I got a job in retail. And I worked that for several years. And then I got married, which is a fact that some of you who are new to my life won't know. I haven't mentioned it on the channel because my spouse and I are currently separated. So that's a fun fact. Now you know. But anyway, so I got married and decided to stop the whole retail thing for a minute and go back to school, and I finished my degree in 2010. I basically just threw the things I had together into a degree. I called it cultural studies, That's not what I wanted to call it, but that's what they made me call it in order to get it. It's called the Specialized Studies Program, where you create your own degree. You have to justify it. You have to write an essay justifying why it is a valid degree program. It's an interesting process. And if it's something your school offers, I can suggest trying it out if you don't know exactly what you want to do or what you want to be, but you know what classes you want to take and what kind of academic career you want to pursue. If your university has like a program you can kind of build yourself, I recommend it, because that's what I did with my degree, and I'm very happy. Cultural studies ended up being a lot of history courses and anthropology courses and language courses. I wanted to call it Cultural Foundations because I think that makes more sense with what it is and the courses that it has. But going back to the build here for just a minute, I'll start talking about school again in a second if it interests you at all, and even if it doesn't. But yeah, there is the pool feature that takes up a huge amount of space in the downstairs. But totally worth it. I think it really makes this house what it is. I'm very happy with it. I like the coloring on the doors. I'm not 1,000% happy with the coloring on the windows and the doors up there, because I wish I could have brought that lavender in, but the edging on the lavender windows isn't the right color. I think it's white, and I needed silver. So yeah. Though I actually could have used white looking at it now. Maybe, I don't know. I have the purpley window. Is that the window? Is that the lavender window? I don't know. Something about the coloring on that just isn't quite right. Maybe it's just the color swatches in the game aren't what I need to make those windows and doors upstairs perfect. But yeah, so just really finishing up the outside of the house here. Yep, that's the outside of the house. Isn't it beautiful? And now we're moving inside and putting windows around the pool to bring light into the downstairs. All of the light in the downstairs basically is filtered in from the pool, which is amazing. I love that. How cool would it be to live in that house? So yeah, anyway, I got my degree in cultural studies, which, like I said, anthropology, history, language, things like that. One of my favorite subjects was actually ancient Mesopotamia. I only took one full course in it, but I would love to study it more and more. It's fascinating. So yeah, that was probably my favorite set of courses. So I graduated in 2010, and then I did nothing with my degree for several years. And this year, my husband and I separated. I went back into the workforce, obviously. And I decided that it would be a good time to go to grad school. So, okay, back to the build for a second, because I just want to explain there. That is the mirrored window that came with Get to Work, the two-way mirror for the police station. So when you're in the pool, you cannot see into the bedroom, but when you are in the bedroom, you can see into the pool. I thought that was super cool. So yeah, just working on the bedroom here. You'll see it come together. It's actually where the beachy vibe starts to kind of take shape. I hadn't kind of put together myself yet that this was kind of a beachy house, and you'll see when it gets there. Yeah, so I decided to go to grad school, and there is a program at Ohio University, which is where I got my undergrad, that matched closely with my undergrad studies, called the Masters of Social Sciences. And it's an online grad study program, and it's a lot of history and geography and political science, I guess, and things like that, which I'm not thrilled about the political science part, but I'll get through it. But it's a lot of the same sort of thing. I think it's more of a history feel than a culture feel, but that's fine, because that will give me a background in both history and culture, and I'm okay with that. So yeah, there is the TV. I just realized that the only TV in this house is actually here in the bedroom, The living room does not have a TV, and you know, that's kind of a cool thing, come to think of it. So it's not like you're without a TV, but maybe when you have company and things, the TV doesn't have to be a huge distraction. So yeah, I really love this bedroom. The pictures in the screenshot, there we go. That's the beach feel right there. That's when I realized who these people were that live in this house, for sure. But the pictures I took of this bedroom are taken at night, and I really love this bedroom at night. It's super great. It's got such a strange layout with those windows in the corner. They don't stay there. They actually move along that wall. I like them there, but I was having trouble with curtains, and I didn't want it open to the outside, so I just moved them over, which it's still fine because I think it still looks good with the kind of shifted over look. I don't think not having the windows there really hurt that much. I think I moved the plant over a little more here, but yeah. So yeah, grad school, it's going well. The courses I'm taking this semester are Geography of Asia, which is exciting because I am a big fan of certain, you know, Asian cultures. I've always been really into Japan. Everybody says, oh, I'm so into Japan, but I have always, for as long as I can remember, been interested in Japan. It was never a fad thing with me. I've always been in Japan, so it's just not a lot of modern cultures hold me the way Japan's modern culture does. I don't know. It's just so unique to what's happening in the rest of the world. It's fascinating. But anyway, so I'm taking Geography of Asia, which I am excited about because there's a lot of Asian countries that I don't have as much background in, and I would like to learn more about, and this will give me the chance to learn more about them. There's a little much economics, I think, in this class, and I'm going to struggle with that, but I have faith that I can totally handle it. This bathroom is crap. I mean, that's a terrible thing to say about a bathroom, right? But this is nothing. This is just thrown in there because it needed a bathroom. And please, for the love of God, if you download this, change that bathroom. I know. I did not put everything into the bathroom like I usually do. I'm usually so good about bathrooms and not just chucking them in, whatever. But yeah, that's just how that happens. I apologize for the bathroom in this build. The rest of the build makes up for it, I promise. Yeah, so beach picture in the living room, of course. And I try to pull the colors of the beach picture down into the rest of the room. And I play with that for a while. And I think what I get in the end really kind of comes together. It's not that. I use outdoor furniture inside a lot in The Sims. I think I use that particular couch a lot because it's colorful. And then I've used the backyard couch already in the other builds, so I don't know. Good outdoor. Oh, I forgot. I didn't go with that couch. Well, look at me. I'm a liar. I'm using a normal couch. I built this last week, so there are parts I do not remember what I ended up with. I watched the screenshots before I recorded this, but I was not really paying attention to that either. I'm sorry. Stairs are important. I think the stairs actually work out okay. I don't think they cramp anything too much. I think they're perfectly fine there. For such a cramped build, I think everything fits in rather nicely, to be quite honest. I'm hoping everything works under the stairs there. I see no reason it shouldn't. I haven't play tested this. If it doesn't, I apologize profusely. Sorry about that. But it should. I've never had The Sims have much trouble dealing with stairs in this game and under stairs. So, yeah. Wow, I have already been talking for almost 15 minutes. That is unbelievable. This is going so fast. I'm going to have to record something else because I just have so much to talk about. The other course I'm taking is History of the Cold War, which is not something I am interested in the slightest. I don't like modern history. I don't care about modern history. It bores me and, quite frankly, mostly disgusts me. But I am actually enjoying this course, thank goodness. It has been really interesting learning what kind of came together to put the Cold War into motion. Learning more about these characters that I didn't really know anything about has been interesting. I'm finding myself more interesting than I thought I would be. More interesting. More interested than I thought I would be. So that is interesting. I just had to write a discussion board post, basically an essay, on why the Soviets were responsible for the start of the Cold War, which is not necessarily true, but we were assigned one position or the other, and we had to argue for it. And I got the position of blaming the Soviets, and it actually, I convinced myself by the end of the paper, even though I went into the paper with the exactly opposite idea of how things went. I'm still not sure that, well, I'm actually pretty sure that blame cannot be placed squarely on either side. I don't have a whole lot of respect for the American response, but I can see a lot of Soviet orchestration too. But I mean, who wants to talk about the Cold War, right? I certainly don't. I mean, yeah, that's the point of not wanting to take that class. But I'm enjoying it. Since I do have to take it, I might as well enjoy it, right? And it has been interesting. Far more than I thought it would be. Yeah, so here's our little nook of a kitchen that I struggled with for a while, trying to get the fridge proper. The fridge height versus the counter height, or the cabinet height in this game is, it's a struggle. It's a struggle for everyone. Everyone I've ever seen build in The Sims has complained about that. It's just a thing. It's just a thing that they kind of remedied when they introduced different heights of fridges, but they're still not right. It's not right, but it's okay. I'll allow it. I like this track lighting here. I don't know if it works there, if your sim like can walk through there. I would assume, because it's a light and lights don't really affect the Sims at all, I would assume they can walk through there just fine. I like the look of it. I think that's pretty neat. Just playing with the windows. Trying to get the right mix of windows, and I think going back to the original eventually here is what I end up doing. Is it? Nope, don't like that. That's hideous. Don't leave that Kai, that looks terrible. I think I might delete those windows again. I don't remember. And I don't know from the screenshots. How sad is that? I told you I wasn't really paying attention. So yeah, just bringing up the floorboards. Trying to figure out how to keep the Sims from having terribly cold feet in the kitchen. Discovered that rug comes in purple, and yes, perfect. Yay, purple. And this area I love. I was like, okay, so what else do these Sims need? I was like, a computer. Because a lot of times I forget to put a computer area in my builds. And then I'm playing them and I'm like, well, I can't do most of the things in the game because they need a computer. So here we have a beautiful little colorful computer area. I just love this. I want this computer area in my own home with the water feature and everything. Because how cool would that be? Looking out through that. Yeah. Love that little area. The colors are so great. The screenshots of that look so great. I love it. I don't like those windows. I guess I left them that way. Well, I guess they're not terrible. I just don't like the colors. I think it's the blue and the green that aren't quite right. But yeah, we are almost to the end of this build. I'm just putting in some lighting outside and some lighting inside, and you know, so we're not living in a crypt. Because there's not a whole lot of lighting during the day, or during the day. At night in this house. You may have to chuck in some more lights for your game. But yeah, just fixing up the colors and getting everything finished up. Finishing touches of mailbox and walkway. And here we go into the screenshots. Ta-da! Beach mosaic. It was a fun little build to do. It didn't take too long. Proved to myself that I can do these builds, you know, take a couple hours in the evening, record them, put them together, and it doesn't have to take too much time, and they can still look fabulous. So, I mean, I spent a lot of time on it, but it was a one sitting build that turned out just great. So I really love that that little nook with the grill. I think that's really nice. Here we are looking into the kitchen. Hi, kitchen. And there is the awesome screenshot of that great little office area. I love that office area. Those colors are fantastic. Just looking into the front from the outside, which I think I actually accidentally left another screenshot of that at night, and I meant to take out. But you look at that. Doesn't that look cool? That's great. What a living room. Who needs a TV when you have a fish tank? There's the bathroom. Yay. I'm so sorry about the bathroom. Oh, and here's the bedroom. And these are at night because I think this bedroom looks great at night. It could probably use a lamp on the nightstand. I don't know why that... I think I meant to take that screenshot out. Anyway, there's another shot. Look at that. I love that. I love that. There's that screenshot. Yep. Duplicated it. See, should have paid attention before I actually started the recording. Oh, well. There's my sim Sky. He's a beachy dude. So this is the perfect house for him, really. I just brought him in so I could get some screenshots in live mode, playing with the camera angle a little more, going into cinematic, which I don't normally do. And that is the build. So thank you for coming on this adventure with me. And I look forward to another building adventure again with you soon.